everyone. Good evening. Hello, hello. How is everybody tonight? Give Facebook just a second to catch up with us. As you guys hop on, say hello. If you're catching this on the replay, welcome. I'm so glad you're with us. I'm excited. So I have been carrying this older jewelry box with me for ages. If you are just new to our channel or our Facebook page, I'm Jessica with Pure Grace Inspirations. We're a gift shop here in Casco, Maine, and we give old things new love. We like to also make custom signs and home furniture and decor and all that good jazz. Anyway, so I'm excited. I hope you guys have had a great week. I've been waiting for a little bit of inspiration for this piece. I knew that I wanted to paint it. I just wasn't sure what, and I thought, do I want to keep it? Do I want to sell it in the shop? Well, I'm totally keeping it because the amount of junk I took out of this thing, and it's not like expensive jewelry, it is all costume jewelry that I took out of this bad boy. But you know what? There were some cute memories in here. I had some photos and things that I've kept along the way. Sometimes you find pieces. I have these moose earrings that my dad gave me years and years and years and years ago. Probably one of the first gifts that I can remember getting from him in a really long time. And it was the funniest thing finding them. It totally made me smile, right? Some of my grandmother's old gaudy earrings that I got when she passed away. Like little things like that. You just, you know, we keep things because they mean something to us, not because they're valuable in like monetary, but because they are totally valuable to us in other ways. And the memories are definitely, they made me smile. They totally made me smile. Hey Mama, how are you? Welcome. So this piece, with it going in my bedroom, if you guys have seen any of the makeover that we did last year, I used Stormy Forest on a piece, and then I've also used a lot of Mocha Madness. And Mocha Madness kind of goes with the taupey and the creams and the just warmth of the beiges and stuff like that. So we're going to do this in Mocha Madness. But I want to add a little bit of maybe tint it just a little bit. So you can totally customize your colors that we use. We're going to use our Junk Wunky Chalky Style paint. I need to open a new can because I am out of my In-N-Out bottle of Mocha Madness. So one thing, when you get a new can of paint, I'll plop it up here so we all can see. When you get a can of paint, whether it's direct from me or if you get it from Matt and Sonia, they have these little clips on them, and they have these clips so that the paint doesn't, the little lids don't come off during shipping, right? So what I'm going to do, typically I would use a smaller flathead screwdriver. You can use a flathead screwdriver. I'll also show you one other way. So I kind of come down toward closer to the flathead. Very technical. And you're just going to slide it up underneath there and peel away. Just turn to the side. If you have a 5-in-1 tool, guys, I love this. As you can tell, it is well loved. It has been used in lots and lots of projects. I don't have a preferred method, either whether it's the flathead or it's the 5-in-1. However you utilize it, you just want something to slide up underneath of there and then twist slightly. And they come right off. Super easy. You can keep these. I've used them, I'll be honest, in to hold shelving because there's a nice little screw hole in there. I don't know. I've got too many, so I am tossing it. Like I need another gizmo and gadget, so I'm going to put my 5-in-1. No, I'm not, because I need it. I need to open my paint. So we're going to take Mocha Madness and, ooh, look at that goodness. So when you think of Mocha Madness, it definitely has, hey Val, how are you? Oh, so anytime you get a new can of paint, pigments settle at the bottom. So make sure you really stir these guys. Sometimes more than others. This one's got a lot, and you can feel the pigment at the bottom. So just make sure you really stir that really, really well. Get all that yummy goodness throughout the paint. Try and keep it in the can if possible. I have misplaced all my baby wipes, so let's pray I don't make a mess. So I'm excited. This piece has been around a long time, but oh, to get back to Mocha Madness. So it is a definite, it does have beige, but I think it has some pink undertones. I did my nightstand in this, and I adore my nightstand. I did the nightstand in Mocha Madness, and then I did a little bit of antique lace right there in the center to kind of like a highlight. But on this piece, what I want to do after it's painted, I want to use a transfer, and I'll show you that. Just make sure you stir those pigments all the way from the bottom up to the top. I have some Paint Pixie brushes beside me. I also have a Klingon brush. I've got my water bottle. Get all those yummy goodnesses off to the side. So everybody had a good start to the week, start to the month of February. I'm excited. I love any time something new comes on. Like for me, Mondays are that same thought process. Yesterday was so what I'm going to do on the top of this, and I'm going to put this on the side, and then on the top we're going to do a transfer, and these are transfers by Prima, redesigned by Prima, and we carry these in the shop, and we've used it on a few different projects now, right? And this one, what is the name of this one? Hopeful Wishes. So I'm going to do the big flower on the top. How pretty is that going to be, right? Right across the top, or, knowing me, I'll probably kind of center it off to the side a little bit, because I don't like things centered, so I'll kind of center it to the side. And it just gives it a little bit more fun and dimension. And then we'll do this sweet little flower. I don't know, I might put love on there. I might put beautiful. Haven't figured that part out yet. We'll see. That's probably going to be Thursday night because you want this to dry really well. All right, roll up our sleeves, and I'm going to dish off a little bit of our Mocha Madness into this lovely little container, because this is going to be our accent color. So anytime I do an accent color, I definitely try and put it in a second cup. It's not going to take a lot. Alright, so that is plenty. And I'm going to take our Candy Bar Brown, which is in one of our little In-N-Out bottles. Shake, 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 shake. Grab another stir stick. So I have a boatload of these. We're just going to lightly tint it. I don't want to change the color. Like I said, I want it just a little bit deeper, because that's going to be at the bottom. It might be too much. Maybe not. No, I think it'll be okay, because we're going to blend it. So these, ooh, all right, we're good. Guys, that is gorgeous. So it's just slightly, I don't know if you can see. Let's get our little stir sticks stirred. Get that pigment really mixed in there. So that is the cool thing about all the paint colors that Junk Monkey has. You can customize them. If there's not one that they already have, mix it. Make it yourself, guys. I feel like a chemist when I change up. Not my chemist. What would be a colorant? Is that a word? A colorant? I don't know. So last night, this was my first week in my new position at the company I work for, and I love it. I'm excited. I like hello, I get out at 3:15 in the afternoon. Like, how fantastic is that? So I come home, and last night I talked to my mama, hung up with her, and I was out like a light. Like, that was 7 o'clock. Who goes to bed that early? I did. Apparently, I needed it. All right, so I do have a rag here. Oh no, it's got paint all over it to begin with. So let me just get a little bit, see if we can show the difference. It's not a drastic difference, guys. Can you tell the difference? I don't know if the camera's picking that up because of the lights in here. But this one is a slightly darker than this one. If it proves that I want it a little bit darker, guys, I'll add some more. I'm not afraid of adding more, right? All right, this is nice and mixed. Just one more double check. Is lovely. So this piece, I want it to rustic it out a little bit too, because it has seen better days. It's got gouges up here from all the trips that it's taken from Florida to Georgia, back to Florida. I don't think I had this in Oklahoma. I'm pretty sure it was just stayed in Florida for the most part during that time. And then Georgia, then it went back to Florida, and then North Carolina, and then back to Florida. It's had some years behind it. Some miles is a good way. All right, so I have a little bit on my Klingon brush here. And you know what? I'm going to spray my Klingon. So it doesn't matter what brushes you have, guys. Whatever you use that you like the best. I'm going to use this rag just in case. I'm going to flip it to the side here. Can we still see? We can. So I cleaned this. So it did. It had lots of what's a good way to dust? A little bit of dirt, lots of dust, a little bit more dirt. I'm like, girl, you don't clean your room enough. But this has actually been sitting in a closet. This is cute. It's got a nice little mirror here. I will paint inside of here, just not tonight. And especially because I'm not selling this. This is for my personal use. I'm going to keep it. Just like that. If I don't want to paint the back, I'm not going to paint the back. If I don't want to paint all the edges, I don't have to. I still want it to look good, right? But I wanted to have a little bit more of a rustic feel to it. So I have that. I'm going to come in with a Paint Pixie number 8, and it is dry. This is the natural bristle. And I'm just, can you see, does it show you? I keep looking up there. You can't see it. I have to look on another monitor. Yes, okay, good. It does pick up. So it's just subtle, right? It's not crazy. It's just a subtle transition, and that's what I want. So I'm going to come back in, just blend the two. I'm going to dampen my brush. You don't have to go crazy with the water, but it is nice to start with a damp brush. You can add the water to your base piece if you want. Kind of wish this was on a Lazy Susan. It'd make things easier, right? I have one in the store, but that's for sale. So, you know what though? I could make one. Maybe that's what I need to do. Those mechanisms are really easy to pick up at Home Depot. Oh, I like it. And I want this to have, like I said, a shabby look. I don't want it perfect. I want it to have character because the piece itself has character. And that's what matters to me. So, how is everybody's project going? Val, I saw you restocked some of the things in your booth. I'm so excited. It looks so good. I should have changed. Are you guys painters that, make messes? Or you like me, that do try our best to keep it off our clothes? Alright, so I'm going to round the front here because I'm good with how that side looks. Yes, you can totally see that this is our first coat. So once that dries, I'm going to come back with a second coat and fill in those gaps. So, down at the bottom. The good thing about this, it is wicked heavy. So I know it's going to last a while longer anyway. Yay, I'm excited. It looks really, really good. Now, this has hardware on here that I can't take off. It is there. These little drawers come all the way out. Whoopsie. And they do go back in. Not easily, but they do. We'll close that up. And so with the new position, I'm curious. So I'm pretty hard on myself. I think I should already be like so far ahead of myself. Oh, Joann's. I went Saturday and I got some really good deals. And I took my grandfather his food and his meals that we make. And when my mom's in town, she does it. When I'm here, I get to do it. And I do. It's funny. Well, it's not really funny. I was kind of hangry this afternoon. I hadn't eaten lunch. I'm still trying to adjust to the new time schedule and the way my lunch falls and what I have to do during my lunch and stuff like that. So I think I was a little crabby this afternoon, and I get a little anxious when I'm doing stuff that I don't know. Do you guys think that you should already know something, even though you're just being taught it? I don't know. I have higher expectations, like I should catch on to things really quick. So this afternoon, one of the projects that I'm working on just was not working. So I was spending an awful lot of time in prayer because I just could not figure it out. And it was driving me bananas. So that is one thing. You can't do it. Ask the Lord for some help. And I'm doing that a lot. It's a challenge. But I like a challenge, right? Are you guys puzzle people? And some of these things feel like it's a puzzle because they're just not coming together. Did you find good things at Joann's? I need, AC Moore's going out of business, aren't they? I don't know. I have not been to the one here in Portland. I don't know, in ages, because I could never find what I wanted, and they were getting rid of the stamp sets that I liked, the companies that I really, really enjoy. So I am coming. I'm going to just paint this center. One of the fun things I thought about with the new position, I could go to Hobby Lobby on a weekday because, hello, I think they don't close till 6, and if I'm out at 3:15, hello, I am all there. Because I'm open on Saturdays, so I don't get to go down there. Wooden trays for 70% off. I didn't see that, Val. Oh my gosh. So I know I just went over that ombre, or that deeper tone. I'm going to come back and fix that. I just want to fix this. All right. You're like, Jess, that looks like a mess. I promise it's going to work out beautifully. I promise it will. Things sometimes are ugly before they're beautiful, right? Everything was 40 to 70. Oh my gosh, I need to get in there soon. Maybe Sunday. I'm thinking, yeah, maybe Sunday I could do that. I don't know. I've got a boatload to try and accomplish. No, Sundays are my relaxing day. So maybe Sunday I could go to AC Moore. I'm learning the art of the Sabbath. Does anybody else have trouble taking a rest day? I'm learning. This past week, guys, I napped. Woo-hoo, I napped. I was so excited. I watched a little golf, which, I mean, that's always, you know, I used to joke with my dad, it's Napa vision, because it does. Every time, no fail, golf comes on, I go to sleep. And I like golf, so I don't know. Oh, my three, right? Yesterday, I felt like I was playing hooky. I'm like, oh, what do I do? Well, I went and got gas. Because my car was almost on empty. I don't like to do that, but lately I have. Hey, Wendy, how are you? How is North Carolina? Are you guys still, like, having winter, or is it already spring there? We have had beautiful weather. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration, but yesterday was, what, 45, guys? for us here in New England, that's pretty darn good. And then today was definitely chilly and not so pretty out. Lots of gloomy clouds, and we're expecting snow and ice. Yeah, I'd rather have snow and no ice, but whatever. Guys, a makeover of something that you already have like this doesn't take long, right? How quick it's been for me to get to this point. And I adore this jewelry box because, well, I don't know. This is really not that attractive, but we're going to make it gorgeous, right? When all is said and done, we're going to make it look fantastic. So I'm going to open up my door here. I'm not going to really worry about inside of here. I might do the top. Yes. So I go in at 7, which is not a big deal. And I'm home by 3:15. So it's really nice. After, you know, years of an 8 to 5 kind of job, you definitely felt like you were playing hooky 2 days in a row so far. So I'm going to open this up just so I can get this your edges, or my edges. These are not yours, they're mine, huh? I will take a vacuum. So if you have a little velour, one way is duct tape. Take a little duct tape and clean it out. 65. Oh, girl, I like it. Hey, Michael. Sorry, I saw that afterwards. Well, I'm excited that it's 65 for you guys. Slightly jealous. But hey, when it's, you know, 85 and nasty and it's beautiful up here, right? You guys get jealous of us. I think, I hope, I don't know. Maybe you don't, maybe you enjoy it. Alright, slide that in. Did I get that edge? I did not. So we're going to end up totally putting 2 coats on here. I totally missed this drawer, and it is full of all kinds of fun little baubles. Oh well. I'll try not to get paint on it. I filled up a giant tin of all the craziness that was in here. It was so sweet though, because I saw, like, I've taken some trips, missions trips, and so I had things that the kids gave us on those trips and all that good stuff. Like, it seriously brought back good memories. I remember my Nana's jewelry box after she passed away. I don't know, because it was always like one of those things as a kid I wanted. She's gonna, oh, you like the snow in short periods. Yeah, I don't blame you. I would like them in short periods. But honestly, guys, we have not had a bad winter. Am I the only Mainer that thinks that we haven't had bad winters? I think it's been pretty good so far. So, as you can see, you add that second layer. How quick and easy that cleaned it up. I don't know how Wendy does a live almost every night, Michael. God bless her. But I know that that's your business, so that's how you guys make a living. Alright. That is gorgeous. Just close that up. Because I didn't paint up underneath of here, it's easy to move those in and out. We're going to slide over to the other side. See, this side's almost dry. I love how quick and easy chalky style paint dries. I am going to take this plastic off. Yes, she does stay busy. And with all the kiddos too. Holy moly, you guys are amazing. I'm going to dampen this brush a little bit more, guys. Busy is good though, right? At the end of the day, busy is not a bad thing as long as you're doing what you love to do. Now I may paint the back of this because at a later date this might go somewhere else. Right now it's been kind of hung up underneath an organizer. I have a second little closet behind my door, and I don't know why. Do you guys have a lot of closets and you never use like 90% of what's in that closet? There's stuff in both of my closets that I never use. Okay. Come back in. I think I may second coat, I might use a different brush. This one's not giving me the smooth and consistency I want. And sometimes you'll find that, guys. I enjoy my Paint Pixies a lot, but with the natural bristle brush, you're going to see those bristles, guys. You're going to see those brush strokes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Thanks, Michael. You too. I hope the round robin goes good. If I am done early enough, I will pop over there. Alright. Ooh, and see, sometimes just adding water helps that blend a whole lot easier too. Maybe that was my problem. My brush was too dry. So if you guys ever have questions or need some advice on painting, let me know. I don't have the answers. I know people that do. And definitely we will get those to you. Alright, so let's blend these two colors together really well. I like it. So, I like that brush. I'm going to put this in some water. I always keep a thing of water here in the shop. And I'm still going to go to a natural bristle brush. And the new platform, yes! Alright, I'll check it out. Alright, so this is the Little Dusty. These make great paint brushes, paint brushes. I have a little fuzzy here. Do I have a... Let's grab... I'm going to just trim it. That's what I do with my bangs when they drive me nuts. Oh, I see a piece I missed. Alright, beautiful, beautiful. And this will help blend it too. Guys, did I get paint on me? Let's hope not. We're going to spin this. It is really heavy. Should have seen me lugging it into the shop tonight. Alright, so this is pretty dry. I'm going to use the heat gun. Ooh! Linda, if you catch this on the replay, Linda Rudy, look what I found. Do you remember what this is? The thing we've lost since Migas Lodge? I thought I left one of my heat dryers there. I didn't. It was in a bag I totally forgot about. So I'm going to just dry this a little bit with our heat gun. We're going to do 2 coats hopefully tonight. I think we can get away with 2. And it's just slightly, it doesn't show that great on camera, but the bottom is just slightly darker. Oh, it feels good too. And the second time around, I'm gonna cover up those pieces, so you'll notice that they're gone completely. Is anybody painting anything fun this week? got a little bit of Valentine stuff that we're working on here at the shop. I don't go crazy because it's not one of those popular holidays that everybody goes out and buys a bunch of signs, right? But I think if we can come up with signs or home decor, it kind of goes with the theme, but not necessarily just for that holiday, right? Oh, Jesse, you just did that. So let me show you something. So I just ran my hand over that top, and it was still dry, wet. Spray it down. Come over with your paintbrush. And you never know that my little fingers just made a mess. Hey Debbie, how are you? Did you see that mess I just made? We're just drying it down. This is an old jewelry box I have had for ages. It has gone from lots and lots of states. Do you guys keep things a long time, or are you guys people that like to rotate? I always thought I was one that rotates, but I seem to be a collector. I like to add new stuff too. Alright, so we're going to let that do its thing. This bottom is dry. Little section down on the corner here. I want to make sure that's nice and dry. And the colors we're using are Mocha Madness, and I tinted it just slightly with Candy Bar Brown. Just slightly. So when this is all said and done, if you guys are just joining us, I am going to put a transfer redesigned by Prima transfer here on the corner, and then we'll put one along the side as well. Alright, so I am going to dampen this brush really well. Come back, paint my bottom, and that second coat really gives amazing coverage, guys. And that second coat a lot of times is where I find I want to come back in with a little bit more water. And you can totally do that. If you guys catch this on the replay, let me know that you're watching on the replay. I love to know who's watching with us. Just kind of round it over the corner as well. And this color is the deeper color, and I brought it up a little bit farther, as you can see this time around. I think Mocha Madness has a little bit of a pink undertone, and especially once I put my top coat on it, it's beautiful. But it definitely has, I think, a very feminine type of feel to it. I don't know if that's what Matt and Sonia were going for, but it's definitely what I see when I look at the color. And I think sometimes when we look at colors, they all feel a little bit differently. So I have my brush here, just dampen those bristles. We're using the Paint Pixie Little D. I'm going to keep putting things in my way. I think that just, see the difference? Can you see the difference? Adding that second coat does. Now if your paint drags a little bit, spray some water on it. It smooths out brush strokes. Make sure your electronics are out of the way. This is our continuous spray. We carry these in the shop, but we also, you can get them off Amazon. Ooh, Danny Goki was just on. Ooh, I missed him. I'll have to, I wonder if they'll still be on the replay. Danny Gokey is at a church in Florida that my dad plays guitar at. And I think his first year there was last year, and then he came back this year. So cool. All right, so we're just adding that coverage. What a difference, right? Can you guys see the difference? And it's just a slight variation here. And I'm going to just spray that down to avoid drag with your brush. And it's light strokes. And the cool thing about the Little D, and even the Dusty, the bigger one, is they work great sideways, right? So that gives you a really good control over your edges. Now over the top, when it comes to the top, I'm just using pure Mocha Madness and water. But I'm not bringing up the darker color. That we just wanted to keep at the bottom so it has a little bit, I need dimension. And I think take your color, add a little bit of a deeper color. Sometimes you have to use the Black Velvet, but sometimes just a little bit of Candy Bar Brown, especially when you're dealing with browns and creams and things like that, to avoid going into like, I don't know if that's dog hair or my hair, but there's something attached there. I'm not worried. It's my jewelry box. So what was I saying? Squirrel. Oh, to deepen up a color. Sometimes with your creams and your taupes and things like that, add Candy Bar Brown, because there's a lot of deepness and deep undertones into that. Just adding that second coat, y'all, totally made a difference. Hey Rebecca, how are you guys? How are the kiddos tonight? I am liking this, y'all. I'm liking this a lot. So let's open the lid. I didn't do this. You know what? I'm going to probably end up using a smaller brush. But we'll do this. Yeah. I'll use a little artist brush to get into these little crevices. But I like it. All the same, I like it a lot. And whether I hide this away in my closet again, or because it is big, so it takes up a lot of space, or if I put this out on a table or a nightstand, not a nightstand because it's as big as a nightstand, just anywhere, right? You could make this a focal piece if you wanted. If you had a big enough dresser. My room's not big enough for that, but so make sure you get good coverage in the little corners and crevices. Oh, I like, okay. Could have been all right, so I'm happy with the top. Let's move back to the front. I just want to get those little brush strokes I put over the edge. All right. Okay. Let's spin this big boy around. So I'm going to come back in with our a little bit darker tone here on the front. And anytime we paint a piece, y'all, you don't have to get coverage, that first coverage. Don't slop all the paint on there that first coat. You might have to do 2 and 3 coats. It's not going to hurt it. Especially going over such a darker color. I like starting lighter. Oh, that's pretty. Kind of keep in line. So my darker kind of ended a little higher than what I had originally planned. But that's all right. I'm going to come back in and I might do a little bit like of a wax or a glaze on the handle, so it'll look smashing. Okay. I'm making a mess with paint tonight, y'all. I'm not usually this sloppy when it comes out of the can anyway. Super cute though. And I can't wait to put that transfer on the top. Isn't it going to look nice? Oh, I think it's going to look fantastic. So I'm going to spray this as well. It's just the right size. So if you have something that's been kicking around for a while, guys, add some paint to it. It'll make a difference, I promise. Might be easier to get in here this way too, huh? Smarter, not harder, y'all. So I was learning this week, or the past day or so, to definitely give myself a little bit more grace with learning something new. And it's the same when it comes to painting, because you're not going to know everything right out the gate. And it's all right that you don't. Like, it really is. And learn to lean into other people. Praying a lot seems to help today. I work quietly over in a corner by myself right now. And so I have plenty of time to pray. Ooh, that looks good. If I do say so myself, y'all. But I am going to add that transfer on Thursday. I'm not going to do it tonight because you want it to really dry before you come back and you add that transfer. They actually say you should wait a week. That's a long time, and my patience isn't there for that. I like to make them pretty as quickly as possible. I have learned, though, one of the things I've learned with the transfers, because it's not a quick process. It takes time to make sure it gets on there correctly. And there's nothing wrong with that. You want to take the time. You guys saw with the door, as well as I noticed when I was adding a couple, another transfer to just a cabinet door. It took a lot longer than I thought it was going to, but because I took that time, it turned out gorgeous. We're going to spray. Sometimes you want to spray your furniture and your brush, or just your brush. Whatever works best. You'll notice when your paint starts to drag that you need to add some water. final side for tonight. Let's spray that down first. Come in with our little bit of a deeper color. Bring it up about the same height as I did all the way around. Anytime you add an ombre or a two-tone effect, or if you're blending colors, try and keep all those lines about the same as much as possible. Come back in. I'm going to add Mocha Madness. And I'm going over those two, and it just blends it seamlessly. I don't know if you guys can see. I think you can a little bit. There we go. You can see right here, those two colors blended beautifully together. I could have come in, because I've used it in other portions of the room, I could have come in with Antique Lace up at the top, right? That would have given it more blending and more dimension, which is one of my favorite things to do. And I may come in with some dark wax because I've used it in other areas of the room. I probably will. Some dark wax around my corners, edges, especially once we add that transfer on here. Spray that out a little bit. There we go. If you guys are local, as long as weather permits, I will be open Thursday night. I did hear we've got some fun weather coming in, so I can't guarantee. I am the plow guy, so we'll see. Be in agreement with me that that storm goes away. Alright. Oh, that is gorgeous. I really like that blend. It's subtle. It's not like bam in your face like some of the ones on that piece back there where I took watermelon and against mermaid tail. We just deepened up Mocha Madness with a little bit of Candy Bar Brown. That's it, guys. Really is super simple. I'm going to let this dry really well tonight. I am going to add, I'm going to distress it, bring out some of the original color underneath, so I'll clean up the corners and make it all nice and pretty. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great night. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would take just a moment, spread the love of our video to your pages and to those that are around you. We appreciate it. Facebook kind of has a dislike for the word that we were all supposed to do as children. So, you know, if you would just spread the love, we'd appreciate it. Blessings to you guys all. Have a great night, and hopefully I'll see you Thursday night. All right. Bye, guys.